Hi guys, welcome back to Relatable Moments. Once again, I'm here with Jennifer. Today we are going to speak about something very interesting. It's a topic I think most of us will most definitely relate to. It's drawing boundaries within family members. And when I mean family members, I mean like your siblings, your in-laws, the people you
Your
stay with,
parents.
your parents, the people
Yeah.
you stay with at home, the extended family. So we are going to touch a lot. Today we are going to try to move all through. We are going to try and relate. And you
Yeah.
guys will also give us your feedback at the end. But I hope you do enjoy this topic today. Please like, subscribe, share. We are so thankful for your support. We love you. And I'm going to kick off with having Jennifer just, touch base on what she thinks about, like, how she takes boundaries with family. Should we start with mainly with parents or however you want first?
I'll go as the spirit leads me. Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So this is something we've talked about before.
Yeah.
It's like a continuation of the thing of the boundaries videos that
Yeah.
we talked about previously. And we say to just do a little recap, we had said that this is a line that you draw between you and the relationships that you have in your life.
Yeah.
And to talk about specifically family, I would say that yes, these are our people, these are our blood, these are people that know us that much. Maybe some it's our folks that have raised us, our siblings, our extended family.
Yeah.
And even with them, however much we love them and appreciate them and respect them, you still need as personal space. There should be boundaries so that you're protected and don't have people overstep. So today we're excited to talk about how these boundaries, how this thing boundaries works with your family. Because it might be easier with the outside world, let's say career-wise, at work, or let's say with friendships, but this is your blood. It gets a bit challenging how you're able to draw that line respectfully and not have to have people look at you as yeah. So to me, I would say it's tricky.
Trust me.
Yeah, it's tricky.
I was even scared for us to start this topic because I don't know how some people are going to take it.
Yeah, we hope it doesn't. We hope it hits the right spot. We hope it gives the right message that we're trying to convey, and it doesn't come out as. Please bear with us. Please be kind to us as we be kind to you, because these things have to be talked about. Yeah. We have to relate about them because these are things that we go through. So to me, I feel like growing up, having to draw a boundary between you and your family is such a special thing. It's very important. And to me, I'll start with still your personal self. You have to stand our ground and know that this is me and this is my family. Yes, I love them. Yes, these are my people. Yes, maybe it's my responsibility to care and be there for them and understand them and respect them. But how do they? How are they? Yeah, how far can they come into me? So remember, like when we were growing up, like if you had like little sisters and then you have made your closet, you put you put your clothes, and then they would just come and get clothes and they would just go and they handle clothes the way they want to. You know me with my clothes. I try to make sure my things are this way, they are clean this way, they are taken care of this way. And then your sisters are overstepping. It's not that you don't want to share, but you need to know that, okay, if you need something, come to me. If I know what I can give you and what I can't, and then how, you know how that is. Yeah. So Nzendo was boundaries, and it's not even just fefeka. Nafe to other people, bakade bafe. Sometimes our parents, like the African culture, we've been raised to be like webakula, but we did that when we grow up. But then when weba malokula, then they expect us to take over roles. To take care of your siblings, to support your aunties, to support. I mean, there's a way they set above for you to okuze to kuwede. So your responsibility, yeah. or you have to do this, you have to do this. Forgetting tinawe okula, you have a life to set. You have, maybe as you go into life, you get responsibilities of your own. You have a family, you have your own kids, you have aspirations in life. You need to upgrade with school, you need to do all those things. So you need to not inkomawa, if I'm going to be here for these people, to what extent?
To what extent? That is a very interesting side for us to start with. I have grown up mainly. I think the boundaries, let's put this, NB. These boundaries are for if you have reached a place of independence. Like you have grown up, you're in school, not the young kid.
Okay, yeah.
Not the young kid.
Yeah.
When it comes to that part of your parents expecting a certain entitlement to grown up for your family, expecting a lot, also for people that have moved into the diaspora, it is something that is very tricky, and I think people in the diaspora now realize it, but now coming to the realization of, oh, I have a life now, I need to step back a little bit because I've spent 10 years raising my siblings, raising my cousins, raising my aunties, taking care of them, and then they come to realize when they all live their life, I've gained nothing.
I have literally been working and sending money, all the money. Yeah.
But when I come to think about it, I remember I told a certain cousin of mine, this is like real life, because she grew up, she had not even moved to the diaspora, she's just hardworking naturally. She's the last born, imagine, but the big sister was looking after her, the mom, everyone. And then I told her one thing, you cannot give what you don't have. You can't give what you don't have. Yes, help, but help to a certain extent. Let us stop funding a certain business.
Yeah, you cannot pour from an empty cup.
You cannot pour from an empty cup. And our giving to our family, that entitlement, it should be we are giving to a certain cause that is going to produce something else. I can fund probably my sister if she's doing a business, knowing very well,
then that's it. I'm gonna start.
I'm gonna do my thing. Because at the end of the day, you're going to end up looking at your family as a burden, not as people that are adding on to you if you don't do that. So you have to draw the boundary where you sit back and ask yourself, am I finding laziness, or am I actually investing in my family to get to better places? Sometimes sit down and find
it's a good place to sit down and talk to these people and tell them, like, Banange, this is what it is. Yes, I'm in the diaspora. I need to upgrade, I need to go to school, I need to, maybe at some point I'm going to have a family, I need to plan ahead for my children, their college, my well-being. They need to understand now, which for child, you really love them, you want to help them, but they need to know to inakoma wano omwana ono alina obulamu bwe, omwana ono alina ebintu bye byaspiring munsi, they have their goals. At some point, tulemo batikanyo all the responsibilities just because she's in America or he's in America or he's in the rest of the diaspora. And I think chirungi nnyo to express that, not anyigira abantu. Some people here botukakonoganza abantu be Uganda bantamanza abantu bantama. They just think waliyo omuti, there's a tree that where we just go and get dollars from, and it's people have become bitter about it because I think it has been too hard on them. But I think it's important that to chogede, because so we share healthy ways of how to stand your ground, not to come out rude or mean to these people, but yet they have still understood your point of view.
And also, I know much as we want to please our parents, I think that comes back to the aspect of, but someone will bring up the scripture of, the Bible says, oh, bless your parents if you want to have a long life, which is good. It is good to bless our parents. But my parents having an entitlement, now that's different.
If they get to be like twakukoza, you have to give back.
That is different. And if there is something family has. I feel like a lot of family has entitlement.
Yeah, because there's something I want to share. There's something going on social media lately, like where kids, especially kids in this world, up here in the diaspora, they keep telling people, I did not ask for you to have me. I was not in this plan. When you and my other parent chose to have me, it was your plan, it was your arrangement.
Exactly.
So I'm not supposed to be here to take care of you. I didn't ask you to have me, and I didn't ask you to give me all the things you gave me. You gave them to me because you loved me. I feel like it's not fair. It's not a good thing.
No, I mean,
but I feel like
if you're to audit life really, I think one time I also even touched these things. These things that people say that children should have unconditional love for their parents. No, they don't have to.
Yeah.
Because they didn't ask.
To be brought into
They're
this
just
one.
responding to the fact that you have been in their lives. You're the person they've known.
Okay.
Whole time growing up. So I'm gonna have kids. Someone will be like, oh, if you not had kids, you won't understand. But I'm gonna have kids, but I must have the mentality that much as I'm gonna have these kids,
they've not asked you.
Them loving me is gonna be their choice.
Yeah, it's not mandated that when they grow up they have to take care of you.
They have to take care of me. As I'm working, I have to work for my return because I have to draw boundaries and not to.
Especially this affects so much the firstborns. If you're born, if your parents have you like when you're one of the firstborns, people that come early. Sometimes it stands in your way of growth. It stands in your way of success, because every time there's something pulling you back, when you make a percentage, you have to share a percentage. And if you don't do that, you're going to be a bad child. You're going to be a bad and
also the ball goes back.
Yeah.
Children, let us also stop being entitled.
Right. That's something that
something that has got people have fought for land. People have shoot each other.
They've killed their parents
because of that entitlement.
Yeah.
This is something we have to address. We have to stop being entitled to our parents.
Yeah. Go out there and start. Go out there and do your own thing.
Let's do our own thing. Let us hustle our own lives. It's going to remove a lot of wars that are going on between families. Because it's a sense of entitlement. This land was for our father. This is our land.
Yeah.
It would have been better if you had your own.
Yeah. And the other thing I see here that is really not, parents that, like these people that came here, maybe their parents brought them here and then they grew up, they're out there, they've had families also, they've had kids. Or some of them, they came here before their parents, but then they brought their mothers, maybe their dads. I feel like sometimes we are not fair to these parents. You brought your parent in here. But when you brought her in here, she has to still pay bills with you. She still has to take care of herself. She still has to take care of her other kids that she are still there.
Yeah.
But we have kids, and we go out there with our business, and we make these our mothers nannies. I have a live example where I see this mother. The daughter brought her here, and she's had a family. She has a family, and she has a husband and kids. So every time she's dropping off these kids at the mom's. But remember, this mom has a 40-hour schedule a week. She goes on a 7 to 3. She goes to work. She comes home, and the kids are brought on the door the moment she gets here. They just go. These people go out there. They go for vacations. They go out. They do their lives. And all she has to do is, but they still make her work 40 hours a week. The time that Jukila, she's a grown lady, mchala mkulu we.
If she's taking care of the mom's bills and she drops off.
Yeah, big kind. It's a shared responsibility. Your mother is helping with taking care. Can you just sala kusawa zaino kulanye bills zaino za mumusolitinga ko ebintu ebityo? Because naye sometimes agamba mbena nkoye, but what will that my kids say or my grandkids say if they see me not happy to have them? But sometimes I'm really drained. I want to rest. So it's a two-way thing.
I think
nabazadde baffe tubeere kind gye bali.
I think dropping off kids should work in Uganda, not in America. I mean, in Uganda, people, once they've built houses, they're not having to pay rent of close to 1,800 a month. So But in America, if someone is having a 40-hour schedule,
Yeah.
it's not good.
I mean, you can work hand in hand together. If Mama takes care of the kids, can you cut on the time, the hours she has to work? Provide some of her needs, pay
And
some of her
it's
bills.
not her
Yeah.
responsibility to even take care of
Because she
your children.
took care of you.
You have to
She didn't.
ask
Yeah, she did.
politely.
She took care of you. Your kids
Yeah.
are not entirely her
The
responsibility.
kids are supposed to visit her if we are looking at things in the right way.
Yeah.
The kids are just supposed to visit. Her
Yeah.
kids are just supposed to
Yeah.
visit. She doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I think we kids are also overstepping our parents' boundaries.
Yeah.
We
Yeah. It's a
overstep.
two-way thing. It's a two-way
It
thing.
has to go two ways: parents, kids, parents. Those boundaries, and also we just have to communicate. I feel in families, it's where a lot of things.
That's
just
where I
go
was going
under
to
the
go.
rug.
That's where I was looking. How do you politely draw these boundaries between your family? How are you able to pass that on so people don't get to overstep and actually get to a point where you've had it? How best can
That
we?
is very tricky because first and foremost, when it comes to family, it's hard. But all I can say is, as when you first pray about it, because your people you know who can take what, you know who can take what. You know who you just have to ignore because I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and you know who you can have a conversation.
Okay.
If you feel like, say, your dad or your mom is not going to be receptive with what you're saying, then you take it off as disrespect. It's better we avoid the conversation to avoid you getting, curses from your parents.
But is that going to help? We are looking for a solution.
You know how, for example, they say that if people who have had narcissist parents, they're not going to change. And I would say 80% of African parents are narcissists. They have a certain entitlement. They are not going to change. A child might change, but it's hard for parents to change. So there are certain things, if you see you've tried to talk to your parents about them and they're not receptive, there's something you're just going to ignore and let it go. It's you who's going to just adjust yourself and find what gives you comfort.
Yeah, and I think
you can try to distance yourself a little bit, not in a way that you're leaving your family, but to a place that moves.
Yeah, what I would say it's like you just need to stand your ground, use discernment, talk to these people, and the way they are going to react to your feedback it's not your place.
Yeah.
So, this is what's happening. I've been doing for the past 5 years. I've been doing this and this. I've sent so and so to school. You guys have gotten to this level. This is the best I can do. Kakati sawa, I need to start looking at myself. Flavia, you're not going to impress everyone. Omuntu omukolera ekintu n'omulabira for 10 years. If they're not going to appreciate that, they will never. So you just have to say at some point, there's a friend of mine who says, me, when I got to 60 years, I stopped caring what people think.
60? That's late.
I got to 60 years. In America, 60 is still okay, and this is a guy. Nakoma olowooza abantu kye balowooza, nakoma okufaayo ennyo nti gundi andowooleza ki, gundi andowooleza ki. And I started living my life, and it's the easiest because I was like asking them, "You're about to retire. What can I learn? Like what young man natandika late, but start now.
Start now. Yeah,
as long as Ochman, you're not being mean to people, you're not being a bad person, you're doing the right thing for you. Care for people as much as chosobola. Don't overstress, don't overstretch, and find yourself, gagwate, you're breaking yourself apart. So it's very important abantu batuze, tell them what you think, tell them how far you can get. Then
but
yeah.
Also, since it's family, since it's like co-workers which you don't know, also say depending on the age you are addressed, be respectful, try to communicate. But for example, maybe if you're addressing an auntie or an uncle, sometimes you might need help from people that are their age. For example, if your mom is going to fail to understand something, but you connect more with your auntie,
you can go through
have
her.
a conversation with your auntie, so your auntie can try to sit down with your mom
to try to explain
that you know A, B, C, and D, you know, she wants to do this if she's trying to overstay. So because you have to know your people, we have to use wisdom. So if you feel that this person is above me, can't some and speak certain things. It's your dad, and you can't approach them. Go through your mom. If you are open with your mom, talk certain things, she'll try to talk to them.
Okay. Like you're saying, you don't have to go directly all the time, depending on how you know this person.
Because if you go directly all the time, they might say, oh, this person has kajanja, because you know, even if you are trying to be polite, they won't take it as polite.
You're just a child that I had. I'm your father.
Yeah,
they feel entitled at the end of that day. I know. It's good sometimes to find a way. Use wisdom to find a way. Who can actually drive the point home in a better way that you think you're not able to.
Yeah, or approach your big sister, because sometimes the firstborns know how to convey.
Sometimes it's the firstborn who is the victim in this speak. Most times, actually.
I mean, if it's the firstborn who is the victim, because sometimes firstborns are usually the victim of taking care of others. You know.
I know
it's for that firstborn to draw the boundary, because you feel like God has given me such a responsibility. That's why they always give them the inheritance, because they're having that responsibility of taking care of others. But one of the ways to work as a family, as a firstborn, is also my responsibility to teach my young ones
how to be responsible.
Yeah,
give them the best that they require. Take them through good education and have them start, because that's all your parents gave you. And then you're able to also flourish on your own.
Think outside the box. Because Jennifer, if I have sent you money the first time you told me, oh, I'm going to try to do a business with this, I sent you the capital, and then you're not giving me any accountability, you don't give me any feedback on how is the business going, how are things working out. And then you keep calling me, I need this, I'm struggling, and then I keep feeding that. At the end of the day, I'm going to suffer the consequences. So as a firstborn, draw your boundaries, or as a lastborn, whoever is taking care.
It's not necessarily a firstborn. Whoever child that is a bit better that God has blessed faster than others, and it's very important. So what I don't know if.
And also, but also the way we speak to others as family members. I feel like some aunties or some cousins feel they are okay to call me certain things because we are family. They are okay to call me ugly. They are okay to call me orgasm. They are okay to call me certain things. Given the reason of the fact that we are family, but those things as family.
It takes us back to one thing, to stand your ground, and you're like, those things where your aunties be on your neck. When is what? When is this? Why have you gained weight? Why are you this now?
Why are you this? I love this generation. They're standing up for their kids. These days someone will tell you, please don't call my daughter this.
Yeah, because these people get to a point and they're frustrating their kids, and kids get depressed. Kids do things to themselves just because of what comment somebody made along the way.
Let us stop that.
Okay, it's something that we have. It's a pattern that we have to adapt, and it's a journey that we have to go. So people should know now. When we gotta treat the other person. That is one thing I am working on. Treat the other person the way you want to be treated. You know, if you know that there's a place where I want to be my own self. Even if you're coming to me, you know where to stop. Don't overstep into my personal space or my personal life or my inner person. Whichever place that you take, family or sibling or whatever, just know it helps us to be a better person to the other. So I hope you guys will share your comments. Share what you think, and any addition that you think would be helpful on how best we can draw these boundaries with our families, as our parents, and in a respectful way, and we come out as a success to each other and better people to each other in society. Thank you so much for today. We'll see you soon. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and to our videos. See you soon. Bye.
Yes.